Welcome back to another session of TCS Ninja 2022 Programming Logic Questions discussion. In this video, we are going to discuss the questions which appeared for the last TCS Ninja examination. So let us move on to the questions one by one. TCS Ninja 2022 Programming Logic Questions. Jacob wants to reuse the following loop inversely. For mile is equal to 0, mile less than dest, mile plus plus. Which of the options is most suited? So consider dest is equal to 5. Consider dest is equal to 5. Let us now evaluate what Jacob wants to do. Okay, so he wants to reuse this for loop inversely. He wants to reuse this for loop inversely. For mile is equal to 0, mile less than dest, mile plus plus. That means for mile is equal to 0, mile less than 5, mile plus plus. So how many times this loop execute? It is starting from 0 and it is executing till 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this loop is executing 5 times. Starting from 0, it is ending at 4. Okay. So we have to find an option which is most suited to this option, this answer. Okay. So we will see the option one by one. First option, for mile is equal to dest, mile greater than 0, mile minus minus. So for mile is equal to dest means it is starting from 5, mile greater than 0. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it is executing 5 times only, but it is starting from 5. What Jacob wants? Jacob wants to reuse this code inversely. Inversely means it is starting from 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So Jacob wants to reuse this code inversely. Here it is just inverse, but it is starting from 5 and it is ending at 1. We want it from 4 to 0. Okay. So we'll see if any other option is more suited and we'll find out the answer. Now option B, for mile is equal to dest, for mile is equal to dest, mile greater than or equal to 0. That means it is executing from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Isn't it? That means 6 times the loop is executing. So this option does not match at all. Okay, now moving on to option C, mile is equal to dest minus 1. Dest minus 1 means it is starting from 4, mile greater than minus 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Yeah, this option matches our question. Okay, this option is what we want. So the answer is option C, obvious. But even then, we will just see what option 4 tells us. Okay. For mile is equal to dest minus 1. Dest minus 1 means it is starting from 4 only. Mile greater than 0. Mile greater than 0 means 4, 3, 2, 1. Only 4 times that option stands. Okay, only 4 times in that case the loop will be executing. So our option is C. C is the most suited option. Option C, for mile is equal to dest minus 1, mile greater than minus 1, mile minus minus. What that is our answer. Option C is your answer. Okay. Next question. What will be the output of the following code? Here we have given skip underscore num as an integer. Okay, it is initialized as integer. And we have a for loop. The for loop starts from 1. Skip underscore num is equal to 1 and it executes till it is 5. It is less than or equal to 5. So that means 5 is included. Till that skip num plus plus. So it is incrementing by 1 step. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now inside the for loop we have an if statement. In the if statement it is said if skip underscore num is equal to 2 or skip underscore num is equal to 4, then continue. What does continue means? What does continue means? Continue means when you encounter with continue, we have to continue the for loop without executing further statements. Okay, we have to continue the for loop without executing any further statements. So here we have encountered with a continue. When the skip underscore num is equal to 2 or skip underscore num is equal to 4. In both the cases, you don't have to print anything. You don't have to go into further statements. What you have to do? You have to continue with the for loop. That means in both the cases 2 and 4, nothing will be printed on the screen. Okay, but otherwise, if skip underscore num is equal to 1 or skip underscore num is equal to 3 or skip underscore num is equal to 5, that means you have to see out the skip underscore num statement. Okay, you have to see out skip underscore num. That means 1, 3 and 5 will be printed on the screen. Okay, 1, 3 and 5 will be printed on the screen. Okay, hope this is also clear. Let us move on to the next question. Next question. Here, digit is equal to 8 and it is initialized as integer. Okay, and print statement is given. In print statement, it is digit left shift by 1. Digit, this operator is left shift operator. This operator is left shift operator. There is also a right shift of operator available. Okay, there is a right shift. In the previous video, I have discussed all the bitwise operators. Left shift and right shift operators are bitwise of operators. And if you encounter with a left shift operator, then what you have to do is digit into 2 raised to I will be your answer. Okay, if some digit left shift by I is given, if some digit left shift by I is given, then digit into 2 raised to I. If right shift is given, then digit into 1 by 2 raised to I will be the answer. So here digit is 8. So 8 into, and we have a left shift operator and left shift by I, which is 1. So left shift by I, which is 1. So into 2 raised to 1, which is equal to 2 raised to 1 is 2 only. 8 into 2, which is equal to 16 will be your answer. Okay. I is how many times you have to shift. How many times you have to shift left or right. Okay. That is what I means. Digit is the given digit. Here our given digit was 8. Okay. So 8 left shift I is, I means digit into 2 raised to I. Okay. Digit right shift I means digit into 1 by 2 raised to I. Okay. What is the output of the following code? Here, int a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 5. That means 3 and 5 are initialized as integers. Then we have a while loop. The condition inside the while loop is b minus minus. Okay. And inside the while loop, we have a plus plus. Only one statement is there inside the while loop. And at the end of the program, we have a cout statement which prints the value of a. Okay, this is what the program is. Now we will see how does this program is executed. So a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 5. We have a post decrement operator here and a post increment operator here. Post decrement operator is b minus minus and post increment operator is a plus plus. In both the cases, value will be supplied first. Then either increment or decrement will be done. Okay. So initially while b minus minus. So that means the value has to be supplied. Value has to be supplied means first 5 is supplied. Then it is decremented to 4. Okay. This is how it is done. Okay. Then inside the loop we have a plus plus. So first initially value of a is to be supplied and then it is to be incremented to 4. Okay. Again it checks the while loop. Inside the while loop it checks whether the value has become false or not. So since it is 4, value has not become false. Okay. Value is still true only. So again value is supplied and then it is decremented to 3. Here also again value is supplied as 4 and then it is incremented to 5. Okay, moving on like this, this will be performed 5 times. Okay, because here 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That many times the loop will be performed. That means how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times this while loop will be performed, or while loop stands as long as it reaches 0. Next it will be 0 and it will come out of the while loop. So we have to add this 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to this 3 to get the answer. Because each time it is incremented only by 1. Each time it is incremented only by 1. Okay, so answer is 3 plus 5 which is equal to 8. Okay, 3 plus 5 which is equal to 8. So 8 is the answer for this question. Let's just look into another question. Next question is, what is the output of the following pseudocode? So this is not an actual code. It is a pseudocode. Okay. In this pseudocode, there is a string, sentence, an integer, length, and inside the sentence what is given? A word mobile is given. Inside the sentence, a word mobile is given. And the length is found out. Okay, length is equal to string length of sentence, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Length is equal to, which means length is equal to 6. Okay, then print length bitwise XOR 1. Length bitwise XOR 1. That means we have to perform bitwise XOR operation. For performing bitwise XOR operation, we have to convert 6 and 1 into its corresponding binary. Okay, so binary for 6 is 0, 1, 1, 0. Binary for 1 is 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, now we have to perform the bitwise XOR operation. So the truth table for performing bitwise XOR operation is this one. Okay. So if both the inputs are same, output is 0. See here, both the inputs are same, output is 0. And if both the inputs are different, output would be 1. 0, 1 and 1, 0, your output is 1. Okay, so if you are performing bitwise using this truth table, if you are performing the bitwise XOR operation here the inputs are different. So output is 1. Here it is different. Output is 1. Again 1 and 0. Then we have to convert this back to decimal. Okay, we have to convert this back to decimal. So when we convert this back to decimal, 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3. So this does not stand because it has to be multiplied by 0. All this has to be multiplied by 1. Therefore, the answer would be 2 raised to 2 is 4 plus 2 raised to 1 is 2. 2 raised to 0 is 1. So that means 4 plus 2 plus 1 which is equal to 7. So your answer is 7. Option B is your answer. Okay, option D, 7 is your answer. Now another program. What will be the output of the following code? What will be the output of the following code? And a piece of code is given. Here A is equal to 5, B is equal to 0, C equal to 15, D is equal to 20 and E is equal to 0. While A less than B, you have to do this. Okay, while A less than B, you have to perform this statement. So if you see here, A is 5 and B is 0. 5 less than 0. Is this going to happen? 5 less than 0. Is this going to happen? No, it is not going to happen. So this statement is not going to execute. So it comes out of the loop and here we have to print E and B. So what is the E? And one space is there, space B. Okay. So what is the value of E? E is 0 and one space, then B. The value of B is also 0. So your output is option B, 0 space 0. What is the output of the below code? We have a code segment here and we have to find the output of the code. In this, num and I are initialized as integers. And result is equal to 1 is initialized as long int. Okay, then we have a for loop. Okay, the for loop is like this. For I is equal to num, which means I is equal to 5. I less than num minus num. Num minus num is 5 minus 5, which is equal to 0. I minus minus. So that means the for loop operates from 5 to 0. 5 to 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That means for loop operates 5 times. Okay, for loop operates 5 times. Then inside this for loop, we have one statement only, which is result is equal to result into I. Result is equal to result into I. Okay. So initially the value of result is 1. 1 into, initially I is 5. So 1 into 5. So value of result is now 5. Second time what happens? Now the value of result is 5. So second time when the loop operates, it is 5 into I minus minus. So it is 4. Third time when the loop operates, it is 5 into 4, it is 20. 20 into 3. Fourth time when it operates, 20 into 3 is 60. 60 into 3 becomes 2 now. Okay. Fifth time when it operates, it is 120 into 1. So result is now 120 into 1, which is equal to, result is equal to 120. Only 5 times the loop executes. So this is the answer. So answer is option C, 120. Option C, 120. Next is, what will be the output of the following code? Here we have a piece of code. Here x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1. And we have if statement, if y less than 0, if y greater than 0, x is equal to 3, else x is equal to 5. So, we have an if statement, and inside that if statement, we have another if statement, and else statement is there. This else statement always has a significance. Whenever there is an ambiguity in the if statements, the else statements always get attached to the immediate if statement. Okay, immediate if statement. That means here this else statement will be attached to the inner if statement. Okay, this else statement will be attached to the inner if statement. So, first outer if will be checked. If y is less than 0, here the value of y is 1. So, value of y 1 is not less than 0. 1 is not less than 0. That means the inner if else statement will not be executed. Okay, inner if else, it will not go inside that if loop. So, inner if else statement will not be executed. The output is printf x. Value of x is 1. So, answer will be 1. Option A will be your answer. Option A will be your answer. Okay.